Hey, here's something we don't talk about very often because it's super rare. City of Oakland mayor is branded racist for giving families of color $500 a month if they earn under $59,000, with no rules on how they spend it, but offering poor white families nothing. Of course. A program to give $500 monthly checks to low-income families of color in Oakland, California, of course, where else would it be besides California, has been criticized for explicitly excluding the 10,000 white residents living in poverty in the city. Of course. Do I need to say it? SJWs ignoring the most important problem because the problem is white. What a freaking shock. Did you also know, I think this is mainly for Canada actually, but I'm pretty sure the stats are similar in the US, but the majority of people, we have to say it, we have to keep saying it because people don't fucking get it. The majority of people who are homeless, on welfare, and unemployed are white people. Yes! We have the highest stats for homelessness, welfare, and unemployment are white people. But let's call white people privileged and give everything to black people because they're not privileged. So let's give them privileges while claiming they don't have any. I'm okay. You know, I'm just living in fucking Satan's belly right now. I don't know where the fuck I am anymore. The lottery system, funded by private philanthropists, will see the no strings attached checks go to households with an annual income of less than $59,000. Pretty much, most people make less than. Do you know how much $59,000 is? In Canada, the minimum wage is $14 an hour. If you're working full-time, you will still make no more than $30,000. And even then, I'm pushing it. $59,000? If I made $59,000 a year, do you know how happy I'd be? Holy fuck. Did you know that the threshold for having a comfortable life is $70,000? Only 11,000 more than that, and you're giving people, only people of color apparently, extra money if they make less than that? So what if they make 58,000? Do they still get this while the poor white people are struggling homeless so that they can be on the street while you still call them privileged? Fuck me. Oh my god. If they have at least one child. Well, that's a great rule to put in there because minorities usually have more children than white people, so why not? Why the fuck not? The other half of the 500 checks will go to those earning under $30,000. Now that's a bit more realistic, but still. According to data from an Oakland Equity Indicators report cited by officials to justify favoring people of color, this is what we call racism. White households earn about 3 times that of African American ones. Are we doing the whole average bullshit again? We've been over this multiple times, just like with the wage gap. You cannot go based on averages. You have to go based on individual people. That's how you do it. Going based on averages is so fucking stupid. We've already debunked it with the wage gap, but let's just do it again right here, right now, with this example. Let's just say there are 5 men who are all millionaires. Are you really gonna say, oh, well, the average shows that white men have most of the money, so give it to people of color? That's how fucking stupid you look when you use averages, because you're not acknowledging the fact that, sure, those men are all millionaires, but there's only 5 of them in my example. That's why you using averages causes problems like ignoring all the people who don't have money. Got it, you stupid ass? The same report states around 8% of the city's white residents, approximately 10,000 people, live in poverty. Now you might be saying, well, Matt, only 8%? That's really fucking low. But you also need to account for how many white people are actually in the city in contrast to the minorities. Additionally, the stats still remain that on average for the whole country, not just for California, that most people who are homeless, on welfare, or unemployed are white people. And that stat is strong for Canada, stronger than the US. And now I know what you're saying again. Yeah, Matt, that's for the whole country, but this article only accounts for California. So, should we ignore the stats just because they don't apply to this one specific city? And here we go again. This staff told the Associated Press the reason for limiting eligibility to Black, Indigenous, and other people of color was that white households in Oakland make on average about 3 times as much as Black households. On average. I am so sick of the on average because it is such flawed fucking math. You have to incorporate how many people there are. Again, basic fucking math. This is literally the reason why there are 10,000 white people in poverty who are being ignored, because you're taking the averages of the few rich white people and saying, well, their wealth is bigger than these black people, even though it's only a few white people who have most of the wealth. So let's ignore all the white people who don't. This is why when you have a brain and actually understand percentages, you go based on individual people and see how much money they make. Wouldn't it make so much more sense, and it would, because that's why you're not doing it, but wouldn't it make so much more sense if you just simply said, to all people of any race or skin color or gender or religion or sexuality or whatever, if you make under $30,000 a year, you get the $500 check. We don't give a fuck if you are white, black, brown, yellow, green, whatever. If you make this much money, you get the check. I don't give a fuck what your skin color is. It goes based on what's in your pocket. And we will be going by individual people and families because that's what makes the most sense, because relying on averages is for fucking idiots who don't understand economics. It's that simple. But then again, why do things the smarter way when you can instead fuck people over and push racism? It's modern day. That's how we do things now.